Hello guys, welcome back to another video today. This video is going to be a versus video. This is going to be the first of a new series we're going to have with Gavin and I just picking two. We'll usually do Star Wars characters. We might expand to like some Marvel, DC, Harry Potter. We don't know. But so anyway, this first video is Mace Windu versus Qui-Gon Jinn. So there are going to be three categories in this versus series. The first category is physical abilities. The second category is force powers, and the third category is lightsaber combat abilities. So, by the way, guys, when we say physical abilities, it's difficult to explain physical abilities with Jedi because the Jedi are using the Force to make their physical abilities better. But what we're going to do in this video and in most of our other verses with Jedi, physical abilities count as using the Force to make your physical abilities better count as physical abilities, not Force powers. So, but before we do any of these categories, we should just have a little character history. Mace Windu was a Jedi Master in the time of the Republic, of the Jedi, the time of the Republic.
Yes, he was.
He served on the Council, and until before the Clone Wars, he was second in command to Yoda, which title is Master of the Order. Yoda was Grand Master of the Order. During the Clone Wars, Yoda actually took the Master of the Order title as well as the Grand Master. Qui-Gon Jinn was a Force-sensitive Jedi Master who was notably sort of strange among Jedi because he believed in the living Force, which is the Force not just being something that the Jedi use, the Force being an actual thing that would the Force being an actual living thing that would try to influence things. And so Qui-Gon Jinn believed in the living Force, and for that reason and a few others, he was kept off the Jedi Council. We can't really take this into consideration too much because it was not because of his abilities as a swordsman or a Force user, that he was kept off the Jedi Council. It was just because he believed in some things that the Jedi Order as a whole does not symbolize. So, let's get on to the first category, which is physical abilities.
So, Qui-Gon Jinn was a lot older than Mace Windu, but Mace Windu looks just as old because of what?
Force sensitives live longer than normal people, probably.
Yes.
It's fair to say for this scene because Qui-Gon was supposed to be 60 in the Phantom Menace and he only looked about 40. So obviously, both of them have fought in a lot of battles.
Yes, of course.
I feel like we've seen I think that Qui-Gon
hasn't fought in too many just because he died so early on.
He did die very early.
But he did put up a good fight. He did put up a really good fight.
I think that because Darth Maul, Qui-Gon fight against Darth Maul, the interesting thing is, in Mace Windu's fight against Palpatine, Mace Windu was like Palpatine was like bouncing off walls, and Mace Windu was kind of staying grounded. That probably has something to do with that actor. Except Qui-Gon, I believe. Who are you? So, but I do think that it is kind of obvious who gets the edge in this physical ability. So, do you want to say who?
I think it is Mace Windu.
I think it is Mace Windu. He's a lot younger. He just seems better. So Mace Windu gets in the edge in round 1, Force augmentation. So, the next category is Force powers. Now,
yes, it is.
Qui-Gon Jinn and Mace Windu are obviously both Jedi Masters. Mace Windu does have a few special abilities, such as Shatterpoint, which allows him to see the weak spot, to kind of predict the future about when his enemy is going to attack and see their weak points, which would help him very much in combat. I would say that, but also Qui-Gon Jinn has proven in his fight against Darth Maul that he does have superior telekinesis abilities. Moving objects, he does have superior telekinesis abilities to Mace Windu.
Yes.
So for that and just lifting the Force, I believe that Qui-Gon Jinn gets the comfortable edge for his Force abilities. Okay, so the last and final category, the third and final category is lightsaber combat.
Yep.
So not in every single video the person who wins 2 rounds will be the winner, but in this one, yes, the person who wins this round, this is the decider.
Yep, it is. This is the final round.
Both Mace Windu, as we will put on the screen now, both Mace Windu and Qui-Gon Jinn have matched deadly foes in long duels.
Yes.
The question is who and by the way, these are not expanded universe duels. This is sticking strictly to the canon.
Mm-hmm.
So with these characters, there's very little to judge off of besides those 2 duels. So
yes, for sure.
Which of these 2 duels was more impressive?
Well, here I have a word to say. So this is when most of the people, when something like this happens, turns the wrong way. So you're looking at lightsaber duels and you see, oh, Mace Windu dies first. That means he's the worst. In this case, I really don't think so. But still, what? No, Mace Windu, what?
Mace Windu he defeated Palpatine.
Yeah.
And was killed by Anakin, who cut his arm off. But obviously both are very impressive in their lightsaber duels. Mm-hmm. I think we would both agree that Darth Sidious is probably a better foe than at least the Phantom Menace Darth Maul. I would believe that Mace Windu's duel against Palpatine, where he actually defeated Palpatine, defeating Palpatine, not even Yoda has managed to do that. Although there can be arguments that Palpatine lost the fight on purpose to turn Anakin to the dark side.
Yeah, I would think so. So then Anakin turned to the dark side, beat Darth Vader. And but the person who's gonna win the lightsaber combat and win this episode of versus Qui-Gon Jinn versus Darth Maul, the winner is Qui-Gon. No, I'm kidding.
The winner is Mace Windu.
Yeah.
Mace Windu has demonstrated skills also against Jango Fett in the Geonosian arena. Mm-hmm. Skills that Qui-Gon Jinn does not possess. Just a master of lightsaber combat. And he has also mastered the 7th form of lightsaber combat, the hardest to master, and he created his own version of it. So I believe that Mace Windu would defeat Qui-Gon Jinn in a duel of lightsabers in the Force.
But that doesn't mean Qui-Gon Jinn is not good.
That doesn't mean Qui-Gon Jinn is not
Qui-Gon Jinn is pretty good.
I like how you say Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon.
Oh yeah, he is a very powerful Jedi, but we just believe that Mace Windu would win this versus. Now, put in the comments section down below. I'll give you 2 options for the next Star Wars versus.
Yoda versus Palpatine.
Yoda versus Palpatine, or Darth Vader versus Count Dooku. Put one of those in the comment section.
That's really nice.
Put one of those in the comment section, and we will do that next time. But anyway, for the winner of the first versus is Mace Windu.